My baby's name is breaking up my parents. I just gave birth to my first daughter 3 weeks ago. My husband Marcus and I decided to name her Delilah Rose, and honestly, we thought it was beautiful. We'd spent months going through baby name books, scrolling through lists online, and Delilah just felt right to both of us. It's classic, it's feminine, and the biblical connection didn't bother us since neither of us are particularly religious. My parents, Linda and Robert, came to the hospital the day after I gave birth. My mom brought flowers, my dad had this giant teddy bear, and they were both crying happy tears when they first saw their granddaughter. Everything seemed perfect. Then my mom asked what we'd decided to name her. When I said Delilah Rose, the room went completely silent. My mom's face went pale, and my dad just stared at me like I'd announced we were naming the baby Satan. My mom asked if we were sure about that name, if we knew what it meant. I explained that yes, we knew the biblical story of Samson and Delilah, but we didn't think it mattered that much. It's just a name, and it's been used for generations. My dad actually left the hospital room, just walked out without saying anything. My mom stayed, but she kept making these comments about how Delilah was a deceiver, a temptress. How could we saddle our innocent daughter with that legacy? I was exhausted, hormonal, and I started crying. Marcus asked them to leave. That was 3 weeks ago, and it's only gotten worse. My mom has called me every single day trying to convince me to change the name. She sent me a 10-page packet she printed out about the biblical Delilah and her betrayal of Samson. She's offered to pay for all the legal paperwork if we want to do a name change. She's suggested alternatives like Dahlia, Daniela, Diana, anything that starts with D if we're committed to that letter. My dad has barely spoken to me. He came over once, held the baby for about 5 minutes, and spent the entire time calling her the little one, or she, instead of using her name. When Marcus pointedly said, "Delilah needs to be changed," my dad actually flinched. Last week, my brother Eric came over to meet his niece. He told me that mom and dad have been fighting constantly about this. Apparently, my mom wants to keep trying to change our minds, while my dad thinks they should just cut contact until we come to our senses. They've been married for 37 years, and Eric said he's never seen them fight like this. My mom's sister, my Aunt Jennifer, called me yesterday. She said my mom has been crying to her every night about how she can't bond with her granddaughter because of the name. She can't say it without thinking about betrayal and evil. My aunt tried to be diplomatic, but essentially suggested that maybe we could use Delilah as a middle name and choose something else for her first name. Marcus is furious with my whole family. He thinks they're being manipulative and ridiculous. His parents think the name is lovely and have been supportive. He wants me to just cut my parents off until they apologize and accept our choice. I'm torn apart by this. I love the name Delilah. Every time I look at my daughter, she looks like a Delilah to me. But I also never imagined that becoming a mother would mean potentially losing my own parents. I thought they'd be more involved, more present. Instead, my dad can barely look at his granddaughter, and my mom is having a breakdown over a name from a Bible story. My mother-in-law has been coming over to help with the baby since my mom is too distraught. My brother visits, but he's caught in the middle, and I can tell it's stressing him out. Family group chat messages go unanswered if I mention Delilah by name. I'm sitting here at 2 in the morning, feeding my beautiful baby girl while she makes little cooing sounds, and I'm watching my parents' marriage crumble over what Marcus and I thought was a simple, pretty name. The birth certificate has been filed. Delilah Rose is her legal name, and somehow that piece of paper might be the thing that destroys my family.